So slide your probes up, start in the centre, so this is a sliding movement, and stretch out the chin. So I would do a movement either side as well, so you're covering the whole of the chin. You're already doing each movement once. So Bicularis oris, so underneath the oris first of all. So lift this one up. And to the other side. And then above, be careful not to pull this one down. So you can see the force that I'm using, so it feels quite firm, Chloe. Be careful on the teeth, because otherwise it feels like you want to push the teeth out if you're too firm. So your nasofold, so you're going to start just by the side of the nose, and you're going to grab down and slide up, or the other way around, doesn't matter as long as you're doing both, and then slide. So grab, and then slide to come back up. So you're going to try and shorten the zygomaticus and the levator labii on the next movement. So we're grabbing the bottom of the muscle. So zygomaticus and levator labii. So around the eyes, glide in. And okay, so movements that make visual difference. Okay, so this one, starting at the corner of the eye, glide out right into the hairline. This is almost like your eye lift movement. Move up, glide out, right into the hair. If you think about what people do when they have a non-surgical, they get cut at the corner of the hairline, don't they? And it's they drag it back into the hairline.
Isn't that though so they can't see it?
Yeah. So corner of the eye, right out into the hairline. Okay. Okay, so brow lift. So one probe you're going to grab, but the way to do this one is to stationary probe and you're going to grab from underneath. Hello?
It's in my stomach now.
If client's area of concern is the eyebrows, I would go out with this one and go back in with it. Because this is the one where they're going to see the visual difference straight away. So make a big deal about this one.
Go over it again.
To go out from inside to outside and then come
Is
back
that
in.
it? Is she pinching out?
No. What's it feel like?
Weird.
Trying to say that I'm a bit firm.
Can you feel anything?
No, I'm just.
You want to be firm.
Yeah.
What's it feel like?
It just feels weird.
You can feel pulling, can't you? You can feel the firmness of the moves, but otherwise, sometimes the Casey training was brutal. You know, they literally, the firmness, I had to kind of decrease the amount of pressure I was using after my Casey training, because I thought if I do that on my clients, they'll be through the roof. And even some clients still said to me, "You really hurt me today, Ruth." And I was like, "Would you like me to lighten the pressure?" I didn't really talk, but I was like, okay, what are you here for? Okay, so the next ones, so 11, I'm going to do 11 and 13 together actually. So this is again where you, like the neck, you would work over if there's any lines and over those only. Chloe hasn't got any, but just to show you, so if there was one going across the centre, then you would slide and hold, tiny movements.
Do you need to pinch them?
No, sorry, this is movement 13. I don't know what I'm talking about. Movement 11, I've just done that. So literally just over where the fine line is.
Do you hold that for 7 seconds?
Yeah, every single movement 7 seconds. So if there was a fine line, you'd literally just stretch. If she's had a line here and then she had a line further down or a line further back, you would work all over those lines. Okay, and then your final movement is your stationary probe is by the brow, just above the brows. You're going to come back right into the hairline, gliding. My timing is spot on.
What's that?
I've just jumped on to lifting two, so the timing on that was quite good actually.
So you just do the sequence once then?
You do that full sequence once, then lifting two. If they're if that age where they're wanting prevention or slowing down, I'll just do the whole routine again. If they're concerned about eyes or nasofolds or neck or forehead, then you would spend 15 minutes just on those areas. Okay, extra movements that you can do if you want to, but you don't have to do these, is between the eyebrows. So if they've got those number 11 lines, then slide them out. So say she had a line down the corrugator there. So pull them out. If your client wants kind of a lift on the jaw and fullness here on the cheeks, you can do what I call a chubby cheek movement, which is kind of lifting the cheeks together. So you're working on sort of masseter mainly there, so you can work on the masseter muscle and pinch together.
This looks the same machine as the other one, doesn't it? It's the same machine.
Yeah. If you wanted a more defined, girls, if you wanted a more defined jaw, you can do that grabbing movement along the jaw here. So you can do it here to define the jaw, you can do it here to sculpt the cheekbones. You can pull back into the above the ear. So there's lots of other movements that you can do, but start with these, and then if you want to add more, and then you can.
So what is this for?